Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. Gonna do a recent finds video, just kind of sharing some of the new stuff that's come in my collection that I haven't shared yet, that just kind of finds itself sitting right here in my new arrival section. I just went ahead and grabbed a handful of stuff here, gonna kind of show that really quick and just go from there. But I do want to start off with a piece of VCLT, with a VCLT thanks to the one and only Gary. Physical Format Rock and Roll is his username. Again, one of my one of the coolest in the VC. Another one of kind of those just really cool, laid-back guys that you want to be friends with. Like just a really awesome guy, and I really appreciate him thinking about me. And if you for some reason you don't know Gary, that's why I put that nice little link right down below. So go check out his channel, go sub, and jump on board. You can do a lot worse messing around on YouTube than subbing to Gary. But he sent over this very cool piece, which is Margot Price. This is Strays. Actually, it's kind of neat. This is her 2023 release, because I'm not that familiar with her. But one of the things that Gary said was, him kind of knowing me, he said, this is something I think you'll definitely be digging. And I've only listened to 2 songs so far. I actually started playing this right before I decided to make the video. It's sitting on the turntable right now. But yeah, the first 2 songs sounded pretty darn cool. That first song, Been to the Mountain, kind of reminded me of a Flat Broke Love by a Bachman Turner Overdrive with the riff that was kind of in it. So definitely looking forward to checking out the rest of this. But again, just with the 2 songs I've heard so far, yeah, you definitely know me, Gary. That sounds like pretty freaking cool stuff. So thanks so much for thinking about me and sending that over, man. Appreciate it so much and can't wait to finish listening to that tonight. Few other kind of recent finds here. There was a record show this past weekend. Didn't really pick up a lot. I kind of just focused on working the show as opposed to really buying stuff. But did find 3 or 4 kind of nice things and didn't spend much money at all. But let's just kind of go through. And the coolest things that I picked up were Japanese pressings. And this was one I've been wanting for a long time. This was back high on my hit list, was to get a Japanese pressing of Rainbow's Down to Earth. I actually think song for song, this might be my favorite Rainbow album. Just some songs like, Since You've Been Gone, of course, was a fantastic track on this. But like All Night Long is just one of the most perfect rock songs like ever. I just love it to death. So yeah, I just been wanting to get this Rainbow album. I've been wanting to get a Japanese pressing of it. So finally stumbled across a really nice one there. So this was a fantastic addition to the collection. So happy to get that one. Another nice Japanese pressing, Quarter Flash. You guys remember them from the 80s. This is from 1981. Yeah, the big hit off of here, of course, was Hard My Heart. But yeah, just another one of those cool kind of new wavy bands from the early 80s. And yeah, again, nice to find a beautiful Japanese pressing of that as well. This was a great one too. Dancing Undercover. Pretty much trying to get all the Rat stuff on Japanese pressings. And this is one I didn't have. I have a regular US pressing of this, but yeah, this beautiful Japanese pressing popped up and couldn't pass that up. But Dancing Undercover, a lot of great stuff off of this album, of course, with the song, the title track. It's, I guess not title track, but the song Dance, Drive Me Crazy, Slip of the Lip, Body Talk. I mean, a lot of great stuff on this. Just, rap back in the day when they were killing it. And again, just a beautiful Japanese pressing. And the last of kind of the Japanese pressings, David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile. Again, another one I just saw that was in such great condition. And I was like, that's that beautiful Japanese pressing with the obi and all of that. Had to pick that up. And again, you guys remember this one, Yankee Rose and Shy Boy and Tobacco Road. Just another fantastic album there. And one of the classic covers too from that time frame. So some great Japanese pressings there. Actually, one more. Take that back. I'm sorry. Folberg and Weinsberg here. This is their release from 1978. I actually found this for like $3 at this local shop and picked that up. So it was a very nice grab there. But yeah, this is their 1978 release. Again, beautiful Japanese pressing. So went ahead and picked that up because, again, great album for $3 period, much less it being a Japanese pressing. And then picked up a kind of a grail, maybe not so much from a value standpoint, but one that I've been wanting to get back in my collection for so long. And found somebody on a Discogs that had one, sent pictures, the whole nine. It was a fantastic transaction, and I was so happy to get this Josh Stone Mind, Body, and Soul back in my collection. And when I say back in my collection is I had a pretty decent copy of it maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago, but like it looked fabulous, but whenever you played it, there was so many pops and clicks in it. And I tried spin cleaning it to death. I tried letting water just soak on it for a couple of hours, and just all kinds of stuff to try to get it to play better, and I just couldn't. And so I ended up selling it. And of course, this is before I got my ultrasonic cleaner, and I've always been thinking since I've had that ultrasonic cleaner, man, I wonder if I still had that album, if the ultrasonic cleaner would have done blah, blah, blah. I just really, really been missing it. So to find one that literally is in excellent plus / near mint condition is just, I've been wanting to get this back in my collection so bad. Josh Stone, another one of those artists maybe who don't look exactly like they sound. Sweet little young looking girl, maybe hippie-ish kind of in a way, but this album is basically pure R&B and soul. I mean, is what it boils down to. And two great songs, my two favorite songs by her, which is Right to Be Wrong and Killing Time. Both those songs are on this album, and so happy to get this back in my collection. So great addition there. And I'll kind of run through some others here kind of fast because I don't want to take up too much time, but Skid Row, B-Sides, Ourselves, their 1992 release. Kind of stupid, I know. I bought the Skid Row box set, but I'm not going to open the Skid Row box set. And this was the one album in there that I didn't have, so I got an RSD copy so I can listen to it. But, it was only like $13 on it. I found it really, really cheap, so that was kind of nice. It was a brand new sealed copy. So that's Skid Row. Little Lucinda Williams, Car Wheels on the Gravel Road. This is one that I'm glad they finally reissued on vinyl. Love Lucinda Williams, pretty much collect all of her stuff, and just a great mixture of, kind of country, folk, blues, sometimes some R&B flavor. It just depends on which album you jump into. But yeah, really glad to finally have that one on vinyl as well, which is awesome. Another good reissue, I just picked this one up this past weekend when I was working at the shop, but Diana Krall, Christmas Songs. Glad they reissued this one. It's been actually the last album I've needed in my Diana Krall collection, and other than that, I have all of her studio albums and live albums. But yeah, it's just her kind of doing her Christmas thing, and of course her kind of doing her Diana Krall thing. Just such an amazing jazz vocalist there. So another great Christmas album. Great time of season to pick that up. And the last two that I'll show here, two pretty nice ones. Number one, New Order Substance, 1987. Sorry about the dimming there. This is the reissue that just came out, was it last month or something like that? But had it at the shop for a while, just hadn't gotten around to picking it up yet. But finally got my hands on it, and yes, 2 LP set, a reissue of an album that's been very hard to get for a lot of people. I do have an original pressing of it as well, but again, with the reissue came out, I knew I wanted to grab one of those. It's on red and blue vinyl, but again, it's another one I'm probably just going to keep sealed because my OG pressing is fantastic, and I can just kind of roll with that. But another great one to have in the collection. And last but not least, little Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club, another great one they finally got reissued, as I think they did was it a record store day or something like that a little while ago. But her 1993 release, even though she as an individual gets on my nerves a little bit, she definitely has some great stuff on this album that I always appreciated and really liked. So I'm definitely glad that they finally got around to reissuing it on vinyl. And of course, you had all the big hits like Leaving Las Vegas, Strong Enough, All I Want to Do, stuff like that. So great album to have in the collection on vinyl as well. So there you go, VC. Those are a few of the new arrivals. I'll probably come back pretty soon, maybe the next day or two, to do a What's Been Spinning, because it seems like I've been playing a lot of stuff over the past couple weeks. But as always, let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.